Mihlambye sinkama nabantu.
Sakhuluma lapha ngendaba yalapha labantu ekuthiwa uZulu noQwabe. Sagcina sikhuluma ngomalandela ukuthi lo walandele inkomo zamanye amadoda nje wakwenze njani futhi ubani evelaphi. Sagcina sifika kulento kaBekizwe, saphinde safika kule kaMhlomi, and it is the same hand ethinta la ethinta nangale. Now ngeke ngasho phambilini ngathi some of these histories or pseudo histories or fairy tales ezixoxayo la kuthiwa kulandwa umlando wabantu ezweni nabo bangazi ukuthi lobani, ngoba phela kusilona izwe lamaZulu leli. Nawe ayakwazi lokho ukuthi mhlambe aseyitshela ukuthi akhohle ukuthi lobani leliswe. But that's not what we are arguing about here. Ngibuka lapha ukuthi how yazi ofini lapha negenge yabo, and that Parisian evangelist missionary down south by Gamshweshwe, they were very busy. Umshweshwe noZulu nalo nithi uShaka, very strangely into yabo ithi ayifani ncimishi no Alexander the Great. Asembuke uShaka lapha. uShaka uyazalwa bese uyathathwa uyobekwa kaMthethwa, uyafika uyafundiswa, uyakhuliswa, ufundiswa indlela yempi, ufundiswa the philosophical part of warfare, nezinye ke indatshana exoxayo zalenganekwane. Now siyambuka nangu no Alexander the Great uyazalwa, but ubese suka lapha na ehanjiswa kwenye isigwebedla sendoda eMacedonia ukuthi simkhulise. Wakhuliswa ukuthi abe indoda ekwazi ukulwa. Ephinde futhi lapha na akhulise uAristotle ngento yephilosophy. By the time he is 16 useyabuya ke usezothatha lento yobukhosi bakubo. It's very uncanny, these similarities. Ngisho ngoba lento ka Francis Finn lo owathathwa kuye kwidiary yakhe lomlando wamaZulu noShaka ike yahlolwa phambilini. Ezinye injululazi zabelungu zathi ikhona into engahambi kahle la, ngoba okokuqala nje ziningi izinto ezazimthatha uFinn zingambeki kuleyo situation ukuthi wayengazi. For example, lento yemfecane difaqane bayakuhlaba impela osolwazi ukuthi ayikhona. Le yemfencane it seems more like a theory than anything, ngoba i-diary ka Finn iqukethe izinto naye wayengakwazi ukuzazi at the time. So it's very questionable ukuthi yini la ayibhala eze athi uShaka killed a million people, and lento le iphinda everywhere, but it was very much a thumb-sucked kind of situation. But the idea there was to create this emperor person. Now, it's very interesting ngoba labo ufini omunye walabelungu ukuthiwa bafikela kuye uShaka Zulu wase ebenza kobhululu bakhe bahlala naye lapha nesizwe sakhe. That's the common known story. Sazi ke noma base beyinamekethisela ke labelungu kodwa ke mhlawumbe amaZulu angasitshela, but le information le ekhuluma ngoShaka nokuba khona kwakhe enezenzo zakhe ithi it was imagined by a bunch of white people. Ngeke ngasho phambilini ngathi no man, lento kaZulu inama missionaries phakathi nalento ka Mushweshwe. Again, Mushweshwe behaves very similar to uLokhuzana, uShaka Zulu, and that one of Alexander the Great. Usukela abantu bangapha kumafokeng lapha na ubafaka empini zokwenza an empire. And the funny part is this empire, strangely, the empire move ka Mshweshwe iyafana exactly nale ekamfana uShaka, and yenzeka at exactly the same era in time. What an interesting coincidence. It's very strange coincidence, but ukwenzeka kwazo zonke lezi zinto lezi is very similar to what Alexander was doing, leaving Greece, going out to conquer, go Egypt, go Persia kanjalo, innovating war strategies. He was taken to be a pioneer. Ukuthi wayekwazi ukukhanda impi ngendlela eyahlukile from the traditional. So he was considered to be a military genius, Alexander the Great. But we hear the same thing about Shaka Zulu. Now, what is interesting ngapha kuMshweshwe is that uMshweshwe is now claimed would somehow, somewhere, wa accumulate ama-ash. Awungitshele ukuthi ama-ash wayezowathathaphi during that era mayingabathathanga kobhululu bakhe. Waphinde wa-accumulate i-bomb, wa stockpile i-gunpowder. This is a very common law. So if that was something realistic, then we can safely say you would know this was a white-sponsored campaign. In fact, it was a white-imagined and colonialist concocted campaign. Or we can even go further and say the telling of that history is purely imagination of the colonialists. Ngoba now sesingasuka sithi ke manje, okay, I guess khulumele ngalo 1 million of these people who were conquered and killed. I guess wabona amathamba abo aphi. If uShaka Zulu, uDingane, uMpande, uCetshwayo, all these people were supposedly trading namangisi, ziphi pho izinto ababeyithenga? Ake sibone. Nisi. Ziphi ibhamu zikaMpande namambuka akhe? Where are they? Ziphi ibhamu zikaMshweshwe? Because you go into the farms of these people, ubafica benebhamu endala zama 1800s amambuni namangisi. They can keep those things, because those are things were significant and have historical value. Laba bethu velibona ukuthi kuyadlalwa la. No, but that's besides the point. What I'm trying to illustrate here is that you find these two gentlemen who are credited with empire in this country around the same time, 1808 to 1870. Omunye washona ngo-1833 phakathi kwabo, apparently. Sebenza u-Alexandra ke wakhonkarisha zonke lezi zizwana, wayihlanganisa wathi amaZulu. Wakhonkarisha nalo omunye u-Alexandra ngapha ezansi, wakhonkarisha lezi zizwe wabiza ngani ngabasuthu. So we have Abesuthu land because of Umshweshwe. You see. But who is Umshweshwe, by the way? Just another cow thief from another family, which is a parallel to what we considered uMalandela to be. uMalandela was also another cow person. Suddenly, we are Pagama uba inkosi, and his descendants become an empire. You see, very interesting. Lendo history in, and of course, it makes sense. How was Ufin, or how was he going to be able to document kwidari yakhe izinto zabantu ayengabezwa nokuthi bathini? How? Kodwa ke, these are the things eniyitholayo uma kufika abelungu nibenze iy'nduna, njengoba benza uJantoni laphana noFini laba bafika babazinduna bengabazi. But then I guess it goes to tell us ukuthi exactly a relationship yalabantu enithi amaZulu isukaphi nabelungu, ne-relationship yalabantu enithi abesuthu isukaphi no-bra white. It's very interesting. Sizomala, because I'm trying to illustrate here ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani mangithi lama characters lawa that are considered to be historical figures for us are just a figment of your imagination yalaba. You see, take the war tactic yokulwa kwamaZulu when Shaka comes in. Angithi kuthiwa wafunda kumathetho akhe, washintsha indlela yokulwa, washintsha ukudla kwama-spears, wayenza i-spears abasifishane, wenza i-shield yabankulu. They say you go to the Macedonian era, you look at the differences in shields and weapons that they were using at hand. You go to Sparta, you look at the Spartans, you look at the Zulus, you wonder how. This is very interesting. The methods they were using to wage warfare at the time. So kungenzeka ke ukuthi lo uyalapha komthetho nje kuthiwa uyokhuliswa udingiswayo. Then I guess we need to ask the question to udingiswayo wahle nobani laphana. Where was Ushaka getting all these ideas? It can't be coincidental ukuthi yena ngapha he's getting to be a master innovator in war tactics and warfare. We are innovating ngapha warfare. Nangu nomshweshwe ngapha innovator at the same time. Khona into engashayi kahle lapho.